which hums a low and steady plea. The empty seats all stare right back at me. The lights outside are bleeding in the rain, a watercolor of a quiet pain. We pass the houses where the people sleep, with all their promises they'll never keep. Each window is a dim and lonely eye that doesn't see me as I'm passing by. And I'm a passenger between the lines, a ghost who travels through the dark designs, not going to and not coming from, just waiting for the quiet to become. On the last train home I disappear between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, the lonely witness while the whole world sleeps. I'm reflection in the darkened glass. It's just another stranger that will pass, a hollow shape, a temporary friend, who's there beside me till the very end. The doors all hiss a soft and sad goodbye to platforms underneath the sleeping sky. The names of stations fade behind my head, like names of all the living and the dead. And I'm a passenger between the lines, a ghost who travels through the dark designs, not going to and not coming from, just waiting for the quiet to become. On the last train home I disappear between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, the lonely witness while the whole world sleeps. There is a comfort in this steady pace, to be a stranger in a stranger's place. No destination, no one left to meet, just the cold rhythm and the empty seat. On the last train home I disappear between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, the lonely witness while the whole world sleeps.
dead of night, but every time there's something less to see, the silver salts are giving up on you and me. And it's a slow and a deliberate fade, a chemical betrayal, beautifully made. You're not a memory, you're not a thought, you're just a battle that cannot be fought. I'm watching you become a chemical ghost, the one that I once knew and loved the most. You're disappearing in a sepia stain, a silent portrait in a silent pain. Spaces in the pale moonlight. Your hands are blurring, losing all their form. The only shelter in a forgotten storm. I trace your outline with a careful hand on this fragile and contested land. But there's no substance, there is nothing there, just the faint bitter smell of chemicals in the air. And it's a slow and a deliberate fade, a chemical betrayal, beautifully made. You're not a memory, you're not a thought, you're just a battle that cannot be fought. I'm watching you become a chemical ghost, the one that I once knew and loved the most. You're disappearing in a sepia stain, a silent portrait in a silent pain. Kinder that you slip away, a little less of you with every single day, and to be frozen in a perfect lie beneath a cold and unforgiving sky. I'm watching you become a chemical ghost, the one that I once knew and loved the most. You're disappearing in a sepia stain, a silent portrait in a silent pain. cut was clean and good. They did the very best they ever could. The bed is empty on your former side. There is no physical place for you to hide. But in the morning when the air is cold, a story that should not be ever told. I feel a pressure I can feel a weight, a presence that has sealed my lonely fate. It is a signal from a severed wire, a ghost of heat from a long extinguished fire. My brain remembers what my eyes can't see, the shape of you right here attached to me. And this is my phantom limb, my perfect take, for every promise that you had to break. It is a pain that I can medicate, a feeling that has come to me too late. I reach across the sheets to feel the cold, to prove a story that I've been told. But my hand stops halfway in the air, on the invisible body that is there. It is a current, it's a memory, the brutal ghost of what was torn from me. It's not a haunting, it is something worse, a biological and silent curse. It is a signal from a severed wire, a ghost of heat from a long extinguished fire. My brain remembers what my eyes can't see, the shape of you right here attached to me. And this is my phantom limb, my perfect take, for every promise that you had to break. It is a pain that I can medicate, a feeling that has come to me too late. You can't heal something that is not a wound upon this cold and consecrated ground. It is a truth that's neurological, a beautiful and logical cold fall. And this is my phantom limb, my perfect take, for every promise that you had to break. It is a pain that I can medicate, a feeling that has come to me too late. gently on the One check mark means that they have left my hand. Two check marks mean they've reached your promised land. And for a moment hope begins to bloom, a single flower in a silent room. And then the color changes cold and blue, a confirmation I have gotten through. It's not a glitch, it's not a failed design. You have the evidence and I have mine. The red receipt is a new kind of dread, a silent testament to something dead. It is a door that's closing in my face, the coldest silence in this lonely place. Blinks a patient taunting star. It shows me exactly where you are. You're on the other side of this cold glass. You see my words and you just let them pass. And hours turn to days, a slow decay, while the two check marks burn my soul. Just the cold proof of a deliberate lie. And then the color changes cold and blue, a confirmation I have gotten through. It's not a glitch, it's not a failed design. You have the evidence and I have mine. A new kind of dread, a silent testament to something dead. It is a door that's closing in my face, the coldest silence in this lonely place. I'd rather have the doubt, the hiss, the snow, than have this terrible uncertain way to know that I was her, and you just turned away with nothing left that you would ever say. The red receipt is a new kind of dread,
are fractured, showing slivers of the gray, where all the vibrant colors bled away. The withered vines are clinging to the walls, a silent record of 1,000 falls. The dead leaves form a carpet on the ground, where not a single living thing is found. And the cold sun, it has a different light when filtered through this broken green and white. It doesn't warm, it only comes to see this perfect monument to entropy. And I am safe inside the glasshouse heart, a perfect place to fall completely apart. This is a temple, beautiful and stark, a fragile shelter for a fragile dark. There is no life here, but there is no death, just the slow holding of a final breath, a failed attempt to cultivate and keep a beautiful and an eternal sleep. The wind can whisper through the broken glass of all the seasons that have come to pass. It tells a story that I understand, of a forgotten and a promised land. And the cold sun, it has a different light when filtered through this broken green and white. It doesn't warm, it only comes to see this perfect monument to entropy. And I am safe inside the glasshouse heart, a perfect place to fall completely apart. This is a temple, beautiful and stark, a fragile shelter They put me on a shelf to be admired, with painted lips and a heart that's never tired. My hair is silk, my eyes are cobalt blue, the perfect silent, pretty thing for you. My joints all move with an obedient click, a clockwork motion, elegant and quick. They wind me up to dance, I twirl and bow, but no one asks what I am thinking now. But there's a hairline crack across my face, a tiny flaw in all this perfect grace, a place the dust can settle and can stay to prove the beauty slowly chipping away. I am the porcelain doll, so carefully made, a pretty hostage of a masquerade. So smile for them and never show the break, for a single tear is all that it would My dress is lace, my shoes are polished bright. I sit in silence in the pale moonlight, a captive in a still and airless room, a pretty flower in a pretty tomb. They talk to me, but I can't say a word, the most obedient creature in the world. I hold my pose until the daylight's gone, just a beautiful thing to be looked upon. But there's a hairline crack across my face, a tiny flaw in all this perfect grace, a place the dust can settle and can stay to prove the beauty slowly chipping away. I am the porcelain doll, so carefully made, a pretty hostage of a masquerade. So smile for them and never show the break, for a single tear is all that it would take. Be careful how you hold me in your hand, there's so much that you'll never understand. This perfect surface, elegant and thin, is just a prison that I'm dying in. I am the porcelain doll, so carefully made, a pretty hostage of a masquerade. So smile for them and never show the break, for a single tear is all that it would take.
The tape is wearing and your voice is frayed. A memory that I have slowly unmade. Nothing but the hiss, a final empty and electric kiss. And I'll have loved your memory into dust, a final act of solitary rust. This is the ritual, the push and play, to hear you leaving me again today. The tape is wearing and your voice is frayed. A memory that I have slowly unmade. Teeth all black with rust. No names are written on the paper sleeves, just the slow ruin that the silence leaves. I press the play button, a hard plastic sound. The turning of the wheels is slow unwound. There is no music, just a hiss of grey. The sound of moments wasting all away. And in the static there's a ghost of sound. A conversation on a hollow ground. A car door closing, footsteps in the rain. A fragmented and a half-remembered pain. I'm listening to the black tapes in the dark. The dying signal, a forgotten mark. The sound of nothing is a heavy thing. For all the dead and silent songs it brings. but only mine. A broken echo on a dying line. The magnetic ribbons worn so very thin. You cannot tell where I and you begin. This fragile record is the only proof. Beneath the cold and unforgiving roof. And in the static there's a ghost of sound. A conversation on a hollow ground. A car door closing, footsteps in the rain. A fragmented and a half-remembered pain. I'm listening to the black tapes in the dark. A dying signal, a forgotten mark. The sound of nothing is a heavy thing. For all the dead and silent songs it brings. Maybe the tape is blank, the heads are worn. And I'm just hearing all my grief reborn. Projecting voices in the empty space to put a memory to this lonely place. I'm listening to the black tapes in the dark. A dying signal, a forgotten mark. The sound of nothing is a heavy thing. For all the dead and silent songs it brings. the suffering permanently mine. My pulse is steady, rhythm can so slow. It writes a story that you'll never know. A line of poetry, a secret verse, a beautiful and absolute cold curse. Don't ask for passion, don't you ask for grace. You will not find it in this empty place. I am a manuscript complete and bound upon this cold and consecrated ground. And I replaced it with a different flow, so that the world would absolutely know it isn't life that's moving under skin. It is the record of where I have been. I have ink in my veins, a midnight black, a one-way journey with no turning back. This is no cure, this is a new design to make the suffering permanently mine. I cannot bleed now, I can only stain and leave a perfect record of the pain. My skin is paper, delicate and thin. The story's over, let the end begin. I have ink in my veins, a midnight black, a one-way journey with no turning back. This is no cure, this is a new design to make the suffering permanently mine.
past me in the endless feed. A dormant memory, a planted seed. My face is smiling in a photograph, a silent actor with a silent laugh. And I am frozen in the ember of that time, the perfect victim of a perfect crime. I the perfect victim of a perfect crime. I cannot age and I cannot decay. I'm just a phantom you can't wish away. I am a digital ghost inside your phone, the loneliest creature that you've ever known. A line of code, a message you won't delete, a constant quiet and absolute defeat. There is no heaven and there is no hell, just this cold database where I must dwell. A string of ones and zeros in the gray, until you finally wipe my file away. I am the digital ghost inside your phone, the loneliest creature that you've ever known. A line of code, a message you won't delete, a constant quiet and absolute defeat. The carriage hums a low and steady plea. The empty seats all stare right back at me. The lights outside are bleeding in the rain, a watercolor of a quiet pain. We pass the houses where the people sleep, with all their promises they'll never keep. Each window is a dim and lonely eye that doesn't see me as I'm passing by. And I'm a passenger between the lines, a ghost who travels through the dark designs, not going to and not coming from, just waiting for the quiet to become. On the last train home I disappear, between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, the lonely witness while the whole world sleeps. I'm reflection in the darkened glass. It's just another stranger that will pass, a hollow shape, a temporary friend, who's there beside me till the very end. The doors all hiss a soft and sad goodbye to platforms underneath the sleeping sky. The names of stations fade behind my head, like names of all the living and the dead. And I'm a passenger between the lines, a ghost who travels through the dark designs, not going to and not coming from, just waiting for the quiet to become. On the last train home I disappear, between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, the lonely witness while the whole world sleeps. There is a comfort in this steady pace,
stranger in a stranger's place. No destination, no one left to meet. Just the cold rhythm and the empty seat. On the last train home I disappear between the stations of another year. I am a secret that the city keeps, lone and lonely witness while the whole world sleeps. A square of paper curled and turning brown. The years written in a corner upside down. Your smile is trapped behind a yellow haze. A perfect prisoner of forgotten days. I keep you safe from the accusing light and only look at you in the dead of night. But every time there's something less to see, the silver salts are giving up on you and me. And it's a slow and a deliberate fate, a chemical betrayal beautifully made. You're not a memory, you're not a thought, you're just a battle that cannot be fought. I'm watching you become a chemical ghost, the one that I once knew and loved the most. You're disappearing in a sepia stain, a silent portrait in a silent pain. Your eyes are fading into paper white. Two hollow spaces in the pale moonlight. Your hands are blurring, losing all their form. The only shelter in a forgotten storm. I trace your outline with a careful hand on this fragile and contested land. But there's no substance, there is nothing there, just the faint bitter smell of chemicals in the air. And it's a slow and a deliberate fate, a chemical betrayal beautifully made. You're not a memory, you're not a thought, you're just a battle that cannot be fought. I'm watching you become a chemical ghost, the one that I once knew and loved the most. You're disappearing in a sepia stain, a silent portrait in a silent pain.
it's kinder that you slip away. A little less of you with every single day. And to be frozen in a perfect lie beneath a cold and unforgiving sky. I'm watching